KFROG in that big, man, turned up, my nigga. You already know what time of that, man. Live from the motherfucking tank, man. You heard? We do this shit for real.
Prison system is built to break you and keep control. I don't know how you did or would do your bid, but I know how I did mine.
Hold down, man, suitcase this, my cell phone, I'ma charge it, don't walk with a limp. Get it knocked off or missing, you gon' get it. Next time I see you ass, you gon' leave airlifted.
This is a prepaid collect call from an inmate at
Want it,
Florida
finna
Correctional
take it.
Institution.
Give it up, there's
This
no
call is subject to
debating.
recording and monitoring. To accept charges, press 1. To refuse charges, press 2. If you would like to permanently block your number from receiving calls from this
Cause a nigga been
facility,
walking with
press
Satan.
6. For balance and rate quotes,
Yeah,
press 7.
nigga been walking with Satan.
The caller has hung up.
Chain gang robbery.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Kfrogtv. Y'all go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button and make sure you hit the notification bell so you can see it first. For this video here, I'm gonna be speaking on how I did my bid, how I did my time while I was incarcerated in the state of Florida. Okay? Everyone knows that the system was built to break and gain control of certain people. All right? It ain't meant for everybody. Their goal is to break everyone and gain control and have you doing what, when, and how, when they feel like it, all right? You're supposed to go to prison to better yourself. Me, I did my bid the way I want to do it. For anyone who's new to this channel, all you got to do on YouTube is type in Kfrogtv Volume 1 or Kfrogtv Volume 2, and that right there will show you real footage of when I was inside of prison. Volume 3 got banned. I also have a playlist under my channel. If you go look, it'll show Volume 1, 2, but the third one, it's blank. They banned it due to violent and harmful content. All right? Now, when you're in prison, you're obviously out of your environment. You are in a totally different structure than you were used to. All right? You have people getting hurt every single day with knives, locks, people getting, taken, by booty bandits and all types of things going on a day-to-day basis that you're gonna adapt and you're gonna try to, make it through the way you have to make it through. I've always been the type of person, I don't know about anyone watching this video, but I've always been the type of person that I always wanna do things even more when I'm not allowed to. For instance, when you're in prison, back in the day, they used to let you smoke. They used to have cigarettes on canteen and stuff like that. Well, around the time I went to prison, they didn't have that shit like that. So the more you weren't allowed to smoke, the more tobacco I'd want to get, just to smoke to kill some time. You're not allowed to have cell phones, you best believe I had cell phones. You're not allowed to carry a knife, I carried knives. Okay? It went all the way from Percocets and Xanax, serving Tunchi, every single thing that you were not allowed to do that is putting you in more risk of catching more time, I was there doing it. Why? Because that's what surrounds you. You understand? And you're gonna do anything you can to kill time, to make your time go as fastly as possible. And like I said in prior videos, the time moves the same time every single day. It doesn't matter if you're on the compound or in confinement. That time is still rolling at the same speed, but the more things you have and the more things that you are actually keeping yourself occupied with, the less you think about the time. So it feels like it moves quicker. All right? I've been in the box, did the 270-day stretch, was my biggest box bid, and been back there with no clock, no nothing, just straight dead time to where days felt like months. All right? And why? Because I wanted to do my bid my way. I mentioned before also that I was innocent. I got sent to prison on an innocent situation, but I was there. There was nothing I could do about it. So I felt like since I'm here, I'm gonna do my bid my way. All right? You got people that, they wanna go there and they wanna stay out of the way and, they wanna, do what they're supposed to do as far as being an inmate, but they wanna be in control by the officers. They want the officers scream at them, they freeze up, they get all spooked. Them are the same type of people that the officers take advantage of. All right? You gotta, you gotta give respect to get respect from Frog. I'm not gonna just sit there and let this dude, just because he's wearing a brown outfit, looks like a rent-a-cop, and he's sitting here screaming at me and talking about my mom, my dad, my kids, trying to, belittle me. I'm not gonna just sit here and allow him to do that. You feel me? But then still be like, hey, sir, can I please go here? Hey, Sarge, do you mind if I go? You know, fuck that. Like I said, you got to give respect to get respect. All right? Now, I've tried, you know, to do my bid like all by the book, you know. Stay away from the phone, stay away from the bangers, stay away from the tunchi, the money, the hustles, everything. I tried it for a couple months, and guess what? That shit sucked. That was the slowest time possible, all right? When I finally got transferred for Kfrogtv from Charlotte, CI, they transferred me to Desoto, okay? Desoto Annex is where I end the sentence at. That's where I EOS'd at. That's where I was released, okay? When I got transferred there to Desoto, I had probably like, I'd say like maybe 70 something or 80 something days left. I don't recall the exact number. But when I got transferred there, this was me coming straight out of a 200 something day box bid, all right? Literally, I didn't get out of confinement until I touched down at Desoto. You feel me? Once I got out and I was at Desoto, I'm like, shit, you know, every time I get so close to going home, I always fuck it up, all right? I always get in trouble somehow. And it isn't that I do it purposely. It's just people choose how to do their bid, you know? And when you're plugged in and when you're, you know, when you're a playmaker and you make plays, you make money, you know, you have access to things, you have routes to get things and all that shit, you can't help but to constantly keep doing it. All right. And every single time I would get close to going home, I swear, I'd always get to like 100 days. Soon as I get to like 100 days, I'd end up getting caught somehow and get put in confinement. And then they'd take my game time, push my date back again. Now I got 180 something days till I go home. It happened every single time. You know, that's just what it was. It was because I was too known at Charlotte while I was there. So this time here, I got transferred and I got out of the box when I had like 70 or 80 something days left. So this was the closest I've been to going home. I've never made it this close. You feel me? So when I landed at Desoto, I decided, shit, you know, I'm gonna just fall back. I'm not gonna get no phones. I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna even care for the bangers. I'm not gonna, you know, care about hustling or none of this shit. I'm gonna just fall back. Here I'm at a new camp, maybe it'll be better for me like that because I ain't got to get myself in the shit and wheel and deal. I don't know where anything is. It may take me longer than 80 days to try to solve everything, to find a route, find a plug, a connect, and everything, you know? So as soon as I got out of the box at Desoto, that was my first, you know, my first route. That's what I was going to do. I was going to try to fall back and just go home. You feel me? And I ain't gonna lie, I ran into someone I knew from Charlotte. First thing I told him, I'm like, boy, where the bangers at? You feel me? And he was like, nah, Frog, boy. He's like, this camp ain't even like that, dog. Just chill, bitch. It ain't even like that, boy. Boy, this ain't no war zone, bro. This shit's sweet, Frog. This shit's sweet. But I'm like, all right, I hear you. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't care how sweet a camp is. I want my protection, bro. You feel me? Like straight like that, because shit goes down, you know. People run in, try to rob you. People try to poke you up, wet you up from prior beefs, shit that happened in another camp. You know, you never know what it is. So I wanted a banger. And he was like, man, trust me, bro, just do your time, just go home, bro. And I'm like, shit, fuck that. I'm like, how much the phone's going for over here? You feel me? You done been here a couple months. And my dog was actually a blood, and he got wet up by his own brothers at Charlotte. You feel me? The same person I'm talking about. And he was like, man, it ain't nothing like that, bro. He's like, boy, trust me, bro, the bitches ain't hard to find. So I'm like, man, he's like, just do your time, go home. Just do your time, go home. Next thing you know, about a good week and a half goes by. I'm talking about this shit was going so slow. Normally when you first get transferred, when you're getting transferred from place to place, your time actually goes faster. So a lot of people like to travel from camp to camp because when you got to start over at a new camp, that bid starts flying like this, you know? So that's what I was looking forward to doing. I was looking forward to that shit just flying, boy. Before I know it, I'm finna be home. Man, that shit went by so slow because I wasn't in the action. I wasn't part of, you know, I tried to fall back like I was a nobody. You feel me? The officers would come around and do shakedowns. And since it was like locally to Charlotte, the officers from Charlotte would come there during shakedown also. And I'd turn my head. I didn't want them to see that that's where I was at. And them officers would be like, oh, look who it is. And then the officers from Desoto would be like, well, who you talking about? They'd be like, that right there. That's the old TV star, old KFROG. Y'all know who that is? And then the officer at Desoto would be like, nah, who's that? He'd be like, yeah, he was one of our popular ones at Charlotte. He had a TV show and this and that, stuff like that. And then the officer would be like, nah, now I'm on the radar. Now these police know who I am. All other inmates are looking at me like, damn, we ain't know that about bro. For people who didn't know who I was, you know what I'm saying? I tried to lay low and do my time, you know, the regular way. About a week or so, I said, nah, probably maybe like 2 weeks or so. Next thing you know, what up? You feel me? I was like, man, I gotta at least do something, you know what I'm saying? But I ended up, you know, participating and getting a jack, you know what I'm saying? And my last 50 days went by a little bit quicker just by me having a phone, you know what I'm saying? And there wasn't that many knives and shit at Desoto when I was there, you feel me? But I tried to do it without that, you know what I'm saying? Now, when I first went to prison, was at Calhoun, I'd say my good first 3 months, maybe 3 months, all right? 3 months I wasn't really fully all the way in with, you know, phones, bangers, and all that shit. I did get a phone though when I first landed on the compound. I landed in C dorm, which was the kitchen dorm, and then the first thing I wanted to do was try to get a phone. It took me a good week or so to actually, you know, getting access to get a jack. You feel me? And when you do your bid and you don't decide to get phones, you decide not to hustle, you want to just stay out the way. If you stay that way when you first get to prison, prison's gonna feel like it took forever, but you're not gonna be missing not having a phone and hustling and bangers and all that. You understand? Basically what I'm saying is it's harder to not have it once you've had it before. Once you get it and you see how your bid experience is living like that, when you ain't got that type of shit going on and that type of movement going on around you, you're gonna be dwelling on prison. You're gonna be like, man, this shit sucks, bro. I gotta do something. That's all that's gonna be on your mind is where you're gonna get your next phone. Boy, where you gonna get this banger at? You know what I'm saying? Boy, who wants what? Who wants that? How much is a carton of cigarettes? How much does it go for grams of Tunchi? How much does a gram of Tunchi weigh over here? You're gonna be wanting to know all this stuff because you're gonna wanna be a part of it so bad because your time goes by like this when you're in the middle of the shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I could have did my whole prison bid without phones, without Tunchi, without tobacco, without all that stuff, if I could rewind right now and do it without any of that, would I? Fuck no. And you know why? Because I've came a long way from that. You understand? Being the first person in Florida to record their prison bid, you see? And I didn't even know that. That was like an opportunity right there in front of me that I didn't even know was that serious, was that big of a deal. I didn't know that people wasn't recording their bids like that. I thought that shit was, you know, people been doing that shit, but I didn't think nothing of it. If I would have known that before I came home from prison, ain't no telling how long and how much more footage I would have. I have so much footage that I haven't even put out there yet, okay? But it would have been limitless, basically, on my end, if I would have went into prison knowing that. You see what I'm saying? Like, shit, here I am serving 5 years on an innocent bid. I'm going to go ahead and do my time my way. But, man, I found out that, man, there ain't no one in here ever recorded their bid. They don't have real deal footage or nothing like this out there yet. I would have went in there with a master plan strictly on phones, Tunchi, dope, blowing up like that. You get what I'm saying? Knowing how to find everything, doing it. You know what I'm saying? And hustling. And I would have made sure I had that shit down pat. But I had a plan once I started saving footage and everything like that. I had a plan to put it on YouTube, get out, I'm going to drop a mixtape, all this different stuff I had a plan of doing. But like I said, I did not know how serious it was about the footage. You feel me? I just thought it was, you know, nothing. You feel me? And it blows my mind to this day about it. Now, when I compare that, and I compare all the box bids I did, all the time I did in the box, you feel me? I compare that to all the times that I didn't have phones, You know, the time that I wasn't hustling and all that shit. And that box sucked. But it still wasn't worse than not having shit to me. And it's still, that box bid wasn't worse than being on the compound and being a nobody and just being quiet, no phones, no nothing, all right? And that box bid was worth it every time to me. I think that's what made me stand out. And that's what a lot of people respected, because when they see me recording videos, people were all with it, okay? Everyone was with it. There wasn't people around me that wasn't with it. They may have not wanted to have been in the video. You feel me? Like, nah, bro, and I want to record him. It ain't like I went around and just recorded anybody. Everyone who got recorded wanted to be recorded, and they was with being recorded. You understand? They lived in the dorm with me. Anytime something would happen, they'd be like, Kfrogtv, bro. Hey, bro, get this shit on video. You know, everybody was truly committed to being on video, all right? And they know that the way that I wheel and deal and the way that I was, when them officers came in that dorm to do a shakedown and came in there with their gloves on to flip some shit, they seen how I was already planned, how I'd get the phone, boom, 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 hand it off, slide it around, and I'd have it moved around the dorm right behind the police's back. Everything would be, you know, planned out, you know, accordingly. You know what I'm saying? He goes that way, you know, and then when he bends over like this to look at my locker, hand it off. You know, like, that's what it was. Like, they've seen it to where the police came up on me to search me and flip my bunk, and then to flip my bed and look all into my locker, go through all my shit, pat me down, and all that. And I have the phone right here on me. And they've seen how I don't fold under pressure. I was just like, oh, really? So you gonna shake me down right now while I'm eating, Sarge? That's some crazy ass shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then I have my phone right here on me. I'll be like, bro, that shit's crazy, bro. Ain't it, bro? Look how they trying to, you know what I'm saying? And then the officer will look at who I'm talking to. That person walk off with it. Whatever, bro. You ain't gonna find shit, Sarge. Still eating in front of them. You ain't gonna find. Like, I used to do shit so strategically. You feel me? That everyone in the dorm respected that about me. I didn't freeze or freak out that they. And if I got caught with a phone, I went and laid down. I went to the box. That's it. Walked out with a smile, like, shit, it is what it is. You feel me? But every single time I went to confinement for phones, they never found one on me. That's the thing. It was always put me under investigation. They'd always take me, they'd find a phone somewhere else and take me to the box boy. They never took one off of me, ever. My whole box bid, I never got caught with a phone on me, ever. But been to the box for cell phones numerous times. You see what I'm saying? I was one of them people they knew had it, but they couldn't catch me. You know, and everyone in the dorm, every dorm I went to, respected me. When I got put in a dorm that I wasn't in before, everyone in the dorm would be like, bro, what's up, bitch? They'd all try to embrace me, because they knew I was a playmaker. They'd all be, oh, yeah, bro, I walk in that bitch, bitches would pick my property up and carry my property to my room for me and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, they respected me, you know? They knew Frog is a playmaker. Frog gonna make things happen. And it is rare that you have a white boy like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially that ain't no gang member. You see what I'm saying? And in my mind, I'm like, you know, yeah, they fought with me, you know what I'm saying? But it was to the point to where it was true respect, because they wasn't getting nothing out of me. It isn't like I was having to pay canteen or had to let people use my phone or anything like that. It was never nothing like that. It was just they fucked with me. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was, you know? So anytime the officers would come in the dorm, if someone did something in the dorm that they shouldn't do to where the officers came in the dorm, the whole dorm would like turn against them, because me and a couple other people would have phones in the dorm. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, nah, bro, you making it hot over here, man. Them boys over there got phones and shit. You know, I guess they respected the fact that I was a white boy that wasn't a gang member, that had his own shit. That's like rare inside of prison. So when it was like that, it's like everywhere I went, they embraced me, you feel me? And I used to tell them, I'll go to CM behind my phone. You feel me? Like it was like I wasn't like trying to always find someone to take the fall for me or find someone to go to confinement about my phones or about my dope or about my bangers or nothing like that. I played the role though to where, yeah, I had hold down men and we had some fall men that would take the rap and go, but that's what you pay them for. They know what they were, that's like they're getting a job. They want to be paid. They know what their job title and description is. That's what it was. You feel me? But they knew I handled my own. And while I was in the box under investigation for phones, I'd be sending word to the compound different ways on different kites and shit, boom, 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 to get me a phone back there. Like they knew no matter where Frog goes, he's gonna try to find a way to make it happen. And that's what it was. Like when I got caught the last time at Charlotte and they came me 200 something days in the box, I thought I was going to CM. I thought they were gonna send me to control management. So when I was about to go there, I was already sending word around trying to find out how much a phone goes for on CM. You feel me? And people are like, oh boy, it's gonna be hard to get them. I mean, in my mind, I'm like, shit, it's possible. You feel me? Like I know, boy, like, all right, well, I got 1,500 for one. How about that? 1,500. You feel me? Throw a big number out there just to make it possible, just to make it happen. You know, that's how it was. I was so far into the phone and the hustling game that I was blindsided from my own release date. You know what I'm saying? I did my time my way. And I felt like I deserved it because I was innocent. You know? And every time I went to the box over some shit, whether they found sacks of Tunchi or whether they found phones or bangers, no matter what it was, that box time was so long that I would do it again if I had to. You feel me? That's why I kept getting more time. You feel me? Because I was doing my time my way. And then when I got transferred to Desoto, I decided to, and that was the longest time I did inside of prison. I felt like just them last fucking couple weeks, that shit went by so slow because I was so used to, you know. And when I landed at Desoto, not everybody knew me, but there was a handful that did, okay? When I first got off the bus, before I even got off in shackles, before I even made it through the main gate, I heard people screaming, Kfrogtv, bitch, Kfrogtv. And then I had my homeboy Danger with me. And I said, oh, somebody here knows me. He like, why I said, you don't hear what them boys screaming? They started screaming Kfrogtv. Them boys was on the work squad. And then there was another set of people on the compound that were like orderlies walking around. K-Frog, like they seen, boy, Frog getting off the bus. Bitch, K-Frog landed here, out of everywhere. So when I got there, some people knew me, but not everyone. And then I tried to like be quiet and you know, it wasn't a violent camp while I was there. It wasn't like that was a jungle or ratchet shit. I just left the jungle. So I was participating in the hustle and being part of the loud squad and all this shit and hanging out and with bangers, knives, Tunchi's phones, all that shit in the most worst prison at the time that was possible. People were getting airlifted and getting wet up every single day. I left that and got put in a kiddie camp. Desoto was a kiddie camp, man. I seen one or two people get hit like my whole time there. You feel me? It was on the rec yard. And they like ripped some dude's face open one time. Another one ran up with another one. Like it was the like pettiest thing I've ever seen. You feel me? I seen more at Calhoun before that. You feel me? Before I even went to Charlotte. I seen more at Calhoun than at Desoto. So here I got to this kiddie camp. You feel me? And I just decided to lay low. But boy, I couldn't stay away from them jacks. That's why I got the video of me in the cell at Desoto. And I'm going like this. You feel me? With one of my bunkies. I don't know if y'all remember that video or whatnot. You feel me? But I was like this. Because I had just got out of the box for phones. And I was like trying to lay low and stay out of trouble and shit. So I didn't want to be told on again. You feel me? I'm like, here I go. I'm this close to the crib. I'm this close to getting released. Boy, I'm like, man, I might as well just, you feel me? And you know how it is, man. When people get out of prison or jail or anything, you know, when they're like, man, I need to hit a lick, right? I need to come up, right? But then in the back of their mind, they're like, nah, bro, I don't want to go back to prison. Nah, bro, I don't want to go back to jail. And then in your mind, you're like, yeah, but if I hit this one lick, I just hit one more, bro, I'm in and I'm out. And then you get caught and you'll be like, damn, bro, you'll be locked up telling the people in there what happened. You were only going to just hit this one lick one time, you know what I'm saying? You was out of the game. People in there looking at you like, damn, dog, you played. Well, I seen a lot of people like that. You feel me? And that's how it was with me with phones. When I was at Desoto, I was like, man, I don't want to go back to confinement. You feel me? But then I was like, shit, I need to at least get me one more jack. I get one more jack, bro, just to see if I could do it at this camp I'm at. I get one more jack, bro. You feel me? Then I'm done. And that's exactly what I did, and I succeeded. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna throw the clip in here, matter of fact, of me hanging out with my dog inside the cell at Desoto. You feel me? From the exact cell that I EOS'd from. This is the exact cell I was released from. And some of y'all may have seen this clip before, some of y'all may have.
KFROG in this bit, man, turned up, my nigga. You already know what time it is, man. Live from the motherfucking chain gang, you heard? We do this shit for real.
And then my dogs, that's double. Don't like what I'm saying, nigga, catch the wall. Better know what you're doing, let's rumble. Jailhouse blitz, just saying word. Niggas run up in your shit and you'll freeze up. Free bands, just watch the window, let's see who hit. It's time to re-up. All the niggas used to ride with was fearless just like lions. We knocked down bears and wolves, nigga. My first month I got my stripes in. See, that's mine, you know it, nigga. Maybe holding it, but I own it, nigga. Got a real bitch side and I'll show it, nigga. Think about checking in where you going, nigga. No matter where you going, there you can't escape. And everybody fuck with me, come a face gate. Dorm check, you feel good. Glad you're gone, some niggas show up to your dorm with a mess for frog. Haha, dog, I'm the best. Finna be this way till I EOS. Take it how you want, nigga, yeah, I'm a pro. Fuck around, I'll bust your lot while you're at Vizzo. I hate to be this way, but I live for the moment. Waking up every day, show me an opponent. Shanks on deck, hitting bitches with locks. So much pool, I can even start you from the box.
So as you see, anything is possible. It's all on you, how you do your time, all right? This message in this video isn't to tell people, boy, when you get locked up, boy, get tuned, you dope, bangers and phones. That isn't my message behind this video. This is my video telling y'all how I did my bid, okay? And not everyone's bid is gonna be the same. At all. It don't matter if we caught the same amount of time. We could have got arrested together. We could have been in jail together, caught the same amount of time together, landed at the same place together, living in the same dorm together, all that. And our time is gonna be two different roller coasters, regardless, all right? My message behind this video is to just let y'all know how I did my bid, my personal experience, and the differences from when I didn't wanna hustle to when I was hustling. And the differences from what it was like hustling before I even knew the feeling of truly realizing what it's like to not hustle in there. You understand? So I gave y'all the periphery of both. You know what I'm saying? I gave y'all the vision of both of them. All right? I hope y'all like this video. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one on up. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe button, and stay tuned. The next video that I'm dropping is gonna be the next letter of the inmate dictionary. I appreciate y'all watching. Y'all have a good day. Till next time, this frog. Actually, don't forget, keep them snakes, squares, rats, clowns, all that shit up out your circle, man. Straight up.